Shut up and sit down.
Welcome back, friends. I'm Simon.
I'm Ellie.
And if you enjoy our videos, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit the bell thing. That would be very kind of you indeed. And as usual, we're surprising each other tonight with trailers that we've not yet seen and filming our silly reactions, and it's my turn to be surprised. So what do you have for me?
So tonight we have an animated series that is set to come out in the fall this year. We don't have any more details than that, and this is set in a universe with which we are both very familiar.
Okay.
But this is a pretty unique look at that universe, so I am very excited to watch this trailer.
Ooh, intriguing. Well, we're going to go ahead, check out the trailer right now. If you want to see what we think about it, then stick around until the end. But for now,
let's go.
Let's go.
No one shall escape.
I'm getting out of here to a better life. You're the only one who still thinks he can.
Wow.
What will happen if they catch us?
Like it or not, you're stuck with me.
I tried to save you. And now we can save each other. What is all of this?
Whoa.
Our ticket out of here.
We've only just begun.
Captain Janeway!
There are a lot more stars than I thought.
So we have just watched the trailer for Star Trek Prodigy coming out to Paramount Plus in the fall. What did you think?
Well, you know, I was a little skeptical until you heard Captain Janeway as, I guess, maybe the voice of the ship or some kind of a hologram on the ship. I like the idea that this is a family of aliens who kind of are on the run from something and they meander across a Federation starship and then, I guess, are taught or instructed in some way by the ghost of Captain Janeway, who's living in a computer somewhere. I mean, that's kind of what I got from this. Definitely the animation style looked a little bit kiddie. I don't know. It looked more maybe for a younger audience, but maybe, you know, this was a few seconds of a teaser, so maybe I'm being too harsh in my criticism. But compared to the kind of humor that we see in Lower Decks, this seemed to be angling a little bit younger than that. Maybe that's my suspicion, but I would be all in to at least check out a family of aliens being taught by Captain Janeway. I mean, come on. What did you think of it?
I had the same reaction as you, but from the other side. I was expecting this to be a fairly silly kids kind of access point for Star Trek. So I was expecting it to be a lot more younger leaning. Whereas when it first opened and you saw that art style was a lot more detailed and kind of gritty than I was expecting. It's not quite as silly. We did get a cute blob alien, and you know I'm a sucker for cute aliens that squeak. I mean, I already want the toy of that, and I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, they're trying to do their own Baby Yoda there, aren't they?
I'm all in. I'm such an easy sell for that kind of stuff. So I really liked it. It was completely different than I was expecting. I'm getting a lot more kind of Star Wars Rebels vibes from this.
Yeah, exactly. It definitely had that sort of a Disney animation feel to it, much more than, like, Lower Decks has more of a Rick and Morty style animation. This felt much more kind of Disney high-end animation.
And I could see, I really like that concept of having kind of Clone Wars, Rebels set in the Star Trek universe. I feel like there is so much potential for exploring, like you say, you know, is this an alien family on another planet who happened to find Voyager and Janeway's presence on there somehow? Or is this, you know, like you could explore different factors of the Federation, you could explore some first contact type scenarios. There is so much scope, but I feel like one of the things that people tend to talk about, especially with comparing TNG and Deep Space Nine, is TNG was a very idealized version of the Federation, whereas Deep Space Nine kind of highlighted how problematic that can be, kind of how entitled and privileged kind of the TNG universe can present itself, and explored a bit more of the challenges of the politics of, well, if there's a Federation, then what does that mean for this? And so I feel like there's a lot of potential for a Clone Wars kind of Rebels look at the people who are outside of those systems that we've already explored thoroughly, and how does it impact them, the Federation's behavior and those kinds of things. And so I'm really excited about this, about the potential.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was thinking about it in comparison to other Star Trek shows as well, because thinking about Captain Janeway as a captain, I know not everybody's favorite captain by a mile, but when I watched Next Generation, it was kind of split between the serious episodes that were pretty heavy. I mean, anything to do with the Borg was pretty scary and had some really serious themes. But there were kind of silly, goofy aspects to Next Generation as well, where they just seemed to be having fun, either in the storyline itself or the creators of the show realizing, like, we've got one of the best actors on the planet in Sir Patrick Stewart. Let's just have some fun with this awesome toy that we've got available to us and make him act all the emotions in an episode and things like that. So there were kind of fun angles to it. Deep Space Nine, and actually one of the reasons I loved Deep Space Nine was because it felt so serious and the stakes were so high, and even the episodes that were more lighthearted, there was this threat of the Dominion hanging over everything. But I did feel that by the end of Deep Space Nine, I just felt a little bit exhausted. And Voyager to me was like a return to the TNG days of having serious themes and serious issues, but also having some lighter stuff going on in the show. It was just a little bit easier to swallow and more easygoing than DS9. So yeah, so I think Captain Janeway as a mentor for these aliens is actually really cool. And to your point, the Star Trek universe is typically rooted around a ship and a captain and a group of people, but there's an entire universe out there of other species and other points of view that we've never seen. So there are infinite stories that could be told in that wider Star Trek universe, and I would love to hear them. So yeah, I'm definitely up for checking this one out. Like, if it's skewed a little bit too young, maybe I wouldn't be into it, but I'm certainly willing to give it a chance. Well, hey, thank you very much for picking Star Trek Prodigy. What a cool teaser. I mean, we've seen teasers recently, and not looking at you, Lower Decks, but that told us absolutely nothing. This one actually got me excited.
This is how to do a teaser well, is you give people enough that you get drawn into it.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Well, hey, thank you for giving us Star Trek Prodigy, but I'm afraid that's all we got time for today. However, you know how often we do this?
Every day. Every
single day. So we will see you tomorrow, friends, on the next Dork trailer ambush.
Peace out, nerds.
Engage.
Shut up and sit down.